Guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. We got a busy day here today. Chris and I have prepped pretty much everything we can to get ready for the big move 2 days from now. And today I get to clean out the chicken coop while Chris gets to cut the hole in the side of this sea can that is going to hook up with the doorway on that sea can. It'll all make sense once we got them in place, but it's really hard for me to describe, especially when they're facing different directions and everything. So tomorrow Chris will get this stuff unhooked. We've got the heater unhooked. He's got a lot of the water and electrical stuff unhooked. Just got to unhook that tomorrow, and we're ready to go. Get ready for the big move. So he's going to cut the hole in the steel first, and then we'll go inside and cut the hole on the inside in the tongue and groove to match up the opening. Things Chris did, it was put some aluminum coil on the holes where the heater was, because we've got to seal everything up. Like the screw hole will have to be filled too. This is going to be right against the wall of the other sea can tight, so we won't have access to it later. So he's caulked it, put that on there, and we will spray foam on the inside. Now the steel is just hanging from a tiny bit now, so I am ready to catch steel. This is going to be a heavy one. It's bigger than the last one, the window one that we had to cut out. Come on, you guys. Get. Come on. Go fight or something. Come on. Get. Come on. We'll try to tip the top of that also. Oops. Look myself in the head.
It's the foam that's stuck.
Oh.
Yeah, just watch yourself. You may just keep your foot on there.
Okay.
Really heavy. Try to get this corner.
Okay.
Just watch your toes.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. I guess we could just leave it here, couldn't we? Because this isn't moving?
Yeah, we could. We'll lay it down.
Okay.
Just get those hoses over here.
Coming my way or oh, your way? Okay. Got it. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Okay. That's a big one.
Are you home?
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
I wonder if I could cut it from here. Put the bar in there, I'll get this piece.
Okay.
Or I have to cut it more. See, it's right to the top anyway. So.
Oh, so pop it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's glued in the middle. I thought I'd mention, we did this one. I'm always saying spray foam's the only way to do these sea cans. We experimented with this one just because it was, you know, not gonna have a, it was not gonna be a wet building or anything. It's just a bedroom. Now it's gonna be an entryway. So what we did was we glued one sheet of styrofoam to the steel. Then we put the studs, the wall in, and then we had another, well, I'll show you on this side. We had another layer of styrofoam with the space in between. It's always good to have a space in between layers of insulation. So then we had another layer against the wood. Really, really, really tight fit. So you can see, like, I can't move that at all. The walls, the studs, everything are just dry as a bone. So this worked really well. And then we had, now we put styrofoam on the floor under the plywood, and we put styrofoam up in the ceiling too. I think there's 2 layers. So this worked really, really, really well. The only thing that I was not happy about was we had the space with the foam and then a 2x4 wall, so you know, you've got well, this normally ends up being about 3.5. I think this is 1.5, so that's 5 inches as opposed to the 2x3 walls that we did in the other place. So 2 inches difference on each side makes a huge difference when you're fitting a bed in there and trying to get, you know, night tables and that sort of thing in. An extra 4 inches in width makes a massive difference in a tiny space. But I just thought I'd mention that, and you know, if you're trying to do something, you know, on the cheap, which is what I was trying to do, this was an experiment. I'm always saying everything's an experiment, and this worked out really well. Well, we needed a little break from the heat, so we've come in, had our coffee break, and gonna get back at it. My battery died, so I don't know why the camera turned off. It's either the battery or the heat is making it turn off. So anyway, we've got that piece of steel out of the way, and now we gotta go inside to work on getting the tongue and groove off. Nice and neat and tidy, I hope. Now, I would have preferred the door, the passageway, to be closer to this door, but that's not the way it's going to work out because of the way where the door is on the other one. So the doors, this opening actually that we just cut in the steel, is going to be right about there. So it's kind of tight quarters. Like I said, we lost 4 inches by doing the insulation, so this is really narrow, and that's why in a previous video I built that little table. Now we think this one bracket might be in the way, but we're just going to go beside it for now, and we'll worry about adjusting that later on. So now what we've decided to do is we've cut both sides except for the last little bit up to the ceiling and the last little bit on the bottom, and we will just cut that Saturday morning. We did the same thing over here, and that way we can just pop this tongue and groove out rather than have to try and cover this and then you know, tarp it on the outside and everything just for 2 nights. We're just going to leave it like this.